Dan Hooker is back with another wild idea, and it's as chaotic as it sounds. On social media alongside Israel Adesanya, Hooker announced a $50,000 women's backyard tournament called 1 Minute Scraps. Well, why not the man announce it himself?
Alright, we're gonna let the girls play next. We're gonna find out who's the baddest in town.
50K, 1 minute, just as long as it takes to finish your man. You can finish these on the streets, in this backyard.
So what I need from you ladies is your name, your weight, and your record. And maybe send me a little video of you doing something illegal so I know I can trust you. But we see ya.
Hooker is calling for 32 female fighters to step up. To enter, you've got to send him your name, weight, record, and a video of you doing something illegal. Now this is getting crazy. But guess what? This is exactly what you'd expect from Hooker. Raw fight entertainment that fans won't be able to look away from. The fight world has waited months for Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, but we still don't have a date. Now Dana White says enough is enough. On the Jimrome show, Dana revealed that Jones has just a few weeks to decide, or the UFC will move on from the matchup altogether. All this came up when Rome asked if Jones just doesn't want to fight, or if he's just avoiding Tom. Here is what Dana had to say.
I know you're sick of the question. Does Jon Jones not want to fight, or does Jon Jones just not want to fight Tom Aspinall?
Listen, Jon Jones has been an interesting human being to deal with since the day he got here. But I will say this about him. Jon Jones has never turned down an opponent here or been afraid to fight anybody.
If, for instance, he doesn't fight this guy, who would you like to see him fight? Or are you going to wait until he fights this guy?
I don't know. We'll see how this thing plays out over the next couple weeks. But yeah, if we can't get this fight done, we'll move on quickly.
How long are you going to wait? I mean, how long is it worth waiting for?
I said a couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah, we'll have answers in the next couple weeks.
So if Jones doesn't sign soon, it might be Aspinall versus someone else. But let me know if we can now count on Dana White's word, because this is not the first time he has made promises about the same fight. This just came as a surprise. Islam Makhachev might be closer to retirement than anyone expected. His longtime coach Javier Mendez spilled the tea during an interview with Submission Radio. When asked how much longer Makhachev might fight, Mendez didn't hesitate.
Do you anticipate we see him around for at least another couple of fights?
I'm anticipating, yes. I'm anticipating we'll see him for hopefully maybe another 3 fights total. You know, let's see who's in the works on that. And let's say, you know, if we get by JDM, which is, you know, I don't want to really say we're going to get by him, because this he's a tough customer. And, you know, I'm going to be positive in the fact that we're going to win, but it's kind of hard to overlook JDM, you know.
He made it clear that Islam still has only 3 more fights until retirement. That's right, just 3 fights and the UFC lightweight king might walk away. Mendez didn't say exactly who those fights might be against, but he did mention Jack Della Maddalena as a real possibility. It's clear that Makhachev's team is thinking about the endgame. Whether it's defending his belt a few more times or jumping divisions, it seems like Makhachev may follow the Khabib path. Dominate, defend, and walk away while still on top. Alex Pereira just keeps getting bigger, literally. Despite once cutting down to 185 pounds, Pereira always looked like the biggest man in the cage. And now, after recently unveiling his weight, fans are even wondering how he managed to make middleweight without falling apart. In a recent video posted to Instagram, Pereira stood on a scale and showed the weight number. Oh boy, a whooping 243 pounds. Now that's not just big for light heavyweight. That's a full-blown heavyweight. And with Pereira's power and frame, the conversation around him making a run at the heavyweight belt just got a whole lot louder. Could we see him chase a 3rd UFC title? Fans are already dreaming of matchups with the likes of Tom Aspinall or even Jon Jones if the stars align.
Vamos ver aqui, o Pedro fala do pesado, pô, sei não, vamos ver. Pô, em quilo dá quanto aqui, primeiro?
Caralho, mano.
Em quilo dá quanto?
Dá uns 110 pra mais aí, velho, bro. So 43 is fucking big heavyweight size, bro.
De tênis, joia.
Heavyweight, bro.
Tênis, joia.
Peso pesado, patrão. Chama.
Let us know if you think Pereira might move up to heavyweight soon, and what would be the best matchups for him there. Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria took a break from fighting to show off his soccer skills. In a video with his brother Alexander, Topuria juggled a football like a pro. Clearly, the man's got footwork both in the cage and on the field. but not everyone's impressed. But let's first dig a bit deeper for better understanding. Topuria recently took a jab at Charles Oliveira, saying he should bring a pillow for their upcoming fight. Oliveira, being a chill guy, seemed unbothered, like it's another day in office. But recently, in an interview with Brazilian journalist Luis Coutinho, Oliveira shrugged it off and said he's focused on doing his job. Remember, that fight goes down on June 28th, and it's looking like one of the most exciting matchups of the summer. When Rodolfo Bellato went down after an illegal strike from Paul Craig, fans immediately cried foul, accusing him of faking a KO. Now, Aljamain Sterling has weighed in, and as someone who's been through the same kind of criticism, he had a lot to say. In a video posted to social media, Sterling broke it down.
This is an insane reaction. A lot of people are saying he faked this KO. As he got cracked, he looks at the ref, turns back, and it's like the lights shut off. He goes corpse for like 3 seconds, one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, gets up and starts shrimping. The ref comes over and he's attacking his leg, looking to pull guard and start attacking arm bars and omoplatas. Somehow, some way, he's a corpse. He just starts to shimmy and wakes up. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look great. I think we can all agree with that. This guy, this kick to the head, I don't know. Maybe something caught him by surprise and then shut off the gears. That was really, really wacky to see. Now, I'm not gonna say the guy was faking, because that reaction, the way he sold everything or did everything, the way his whole body just moved and lit up, it just looked really bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think the world's seen anything like that. But I will say, if there's an acting award, if that is an act, I think this man gets the award.
And finally, Conor McGregor is back in the headlines, not for a comeback fight, but for another nightclub knockout. Personally, it's sad to have him knock out a person in the bar before even the Chandler fight. But back to business. In footage published by The Sun, McGregor is seen on an elevated platform at Pasha nightclub in Ibiza talking to an unidentified man. Then, boom, 2 quick left hands. The second punch sends the man crashing to the floor. The wildest part? McGregor stayed at the club. The guy he punched got thrown out and no arrests were made. The UFC star hasn't fought in the octagon since 2021, but if you've been waiting for a McGregor moment, there you got it. And that's it from MMA Lad. But before leaving, be sure to subscribe now and turn on the notification bell in order not to miss out on daily updates in the fight world. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.